Thank you very much for giving me this opportunity. I would like, first of all, to start with GPCA is really a good hub in terms of, I would say, supply chain definitions, where we really meet with our logistics providers, local authorities, and also other competitors in the JCC. I see it really a good opportunity where every party can exchange their best practices, their experience, and we leverage it around the JCC. Now, looking on what was different or what had happened from the previous supply chain conferences, I see we have now more focus on sustainability and also innovation. Just a recent example, I attended the 3D printing from Kuwait. It was really very impressive and very interesting topic. Well, I think one of the things that I would really look forward as an opportunity is how we can collaborate more and more with our local authorities. We have done really, I would say, a good alignment and I would say in terms of processes and improvements with our logistic providers, but I think the other part, our local authorities, customs, ports, export agencies, it's really something that we need to look into and focus more and more, where we can have really an agile and smooth supply chain distribution. Yeah, thank you very much. I took the opportunity this year to talk about SABIC experience and some of the good best practices we have taken in infrastructure improvements and also optimization. I covered a couple of land transportation infrastructure in KSA. I also talked about some sustainability approaches we have taken with our logistic providers. And I also covered some of our IT improvements in linear programming and optimization, both in inbound and outbound. One of the key things that I like to share with our audience was how to really come up and design your supply chain aspect in all dimensions. You talk about infrastructure, systems, processes, and last but not least about optimization.
I was here in 2012. I think it was the same location, and I think there's more people this time. The presentations are more focused on the now, on the needs of the chemical industry. I can see more collaborations amongst the key players. It's good to see them all mingle and look for the greater good. Presented on behalf of Agility Logistics and Bahri, a story about how to integrate supply chains and how to make them more effective by the use of an integrator company. So somebody who's an innovator that can invest and make every company perform at their best in a supply chain. And it was good to be able to speak about that after 8th Kearney, who had a fantastic presentation about the technology for it.
Yeah, I mean, this is the 8th Supply Chain Conference, and I think we're among the suppliers who've been there from day one. So I've also had the pleasure to be on the committee organising this. I think it's gone from strength to strength. The conference has always been good. It's always been new contents added. For us as a networking platform, as a logistics service provider, of course, it's an essential part of the year. Every year we have to be here to be with our customers, to be with our colleagues, and it's great. I'm looking at the 8th version has been great. I think we should move forwards now to the 9th and the 10th, and many more to come. It's a big success from our perspective, absolutely. I think the whole of the conference is set up very well, that we get an industry update on the first day, we look at new developments, and today has been very interesting, all the technology side of it, how things are moving forwards. That is really been very interesting. E-learning, I think, was a great one that we just heard about now. Yeah, and then next up we'll be talking a little bit also about Gulf SQAS, which is something which is very close to me, of course. That is absolutely something that I'm very keen on. I'll be speaking briefly about it. SQAS is moving forwards really well. We're still trying to encourage both the LSPs and the manufacturers to embrace SQAS. I hope that this will help to bring over the message even more, and that by next year we'll have an even more positive story to tell about Gulf SQAS and how it's developing.